My kitty cat.
Your kitty cat.
Spaghetti cat.
Spaghetti cat, 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 cat. Spaghetti cat, 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 cat.
Let's get everything set up. I'm ready to go. He's like, I want what you're eating. Like, you can't eat that. It's garbage.
It is literally garbage. Not figuratively garbage. It is literally garbage. But I wanna have... No! Let it crinkle! No!
What's in your mouth? No.
But it crinkles! If it crinkles, it's food!
Love watching our cats though. No. What are this? What are this?
Is this food? Is it toy? Is it food? Is it toy? Is it
Of
food?
course, there's Frederick on his perch, his high perch, observing us.
You lowly beings.
So far beneath me. How dare you? Oops, the video is just a little bit. There we go. Awesome.
Hmm?
The video is just a little. The game screen was a little off, so I had to push it back.
Oh.
Do 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 do. No sound is working. That's not working. Ooh, my neck just cracked.
Yeah.
I don't think.
One big crack.
I don't know if anyone heard that on the screen, but
Nope. I didn't hear it.
next we'll be doing a ASMR spinal. What's it called?
Cervical fluid?
No, it's that. It's those chiropractor ASMR
Oh.
YouTube videos. I love those. They're both equally terrifying and satisfying at the same time.
Yeah, having like your spine and neck cracked.
Alright, let's get on with it today. Hello, welcome to the Daring Player Squad. Today is Saturday, which means it's Ace Attorney.
Yeah,
Bad
Ace
Boy Dubs.
Attorney.
Wait, Ace Attorney, Bad Boys Dubs. Awesome.
Wah, 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 wah.
Without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes. We just finished off the tutorial, and now we're going into our very first,
First real trial.
our first real trial, yeah. Our first real episode / trial.
That was no accident. Oh, right.
We've already watched this, but let's recap.
I was drugged with sleeping pills.
Rude.
I was murdered by that person.
Anohito.
By
Murdered.
Anohito. Murderu desu.
Is that Maya?
No.
Oh no, she's just in.
It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie.
Eeny meeny. Is it the girl with the beanie, right? Yeah. Hey, boy, settle. Settle.
I finally get to see you again, and
It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
no, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Maya, what did you do?
I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind.
Maya, what did you do? No, Maya, no.
And this is where we introduced a brand new person. What depressing. Oh, I'm gonna voice for this guy. What a depressing day. What a depressing rain. You understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at the weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with the day of sun. Is what the girl said. I stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring my umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case? Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chat. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. Turner Gray?
Nah, he's turning gray.
Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me to never end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you're the doctor at? It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yeah, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting with Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was a nurse! It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, the nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting her wrongdoing.
Ooh.
She didn't even offer to sort of an explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into an accordion model.
Oof.
Eep. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused the crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Why would I? Now I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me! I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. Do you realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a while now. Well, yes,
Under her?
Hey, wait a second. I work under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? What? Wait, what? I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such a rigid... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such a rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling! I'm going to have to call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now.
Interesting.
Eating burgers.
We women of the Fae clan have always been spirit mediums. It must be because of the power to... It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and became an adult. Not counting the training, this would be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me?
Oh.
And that's why I've searched you out.
Kinda cute.
You want to see her too, don't you?
I guess.
Seems a little bit weird. And so, that's how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Ah, here we go. To Kurane. June 19th, Kurane's our Kurane village. Look at all these. So this is Kurane village, Maya's hometown. Who dis? Well, hello there. I'm out of here. Huh? What an odd little girl.
Oh. Hey, wait up, Pearly!
Huh? Someone else is coming this way.
Nick!
Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again.
Wow! I didn't think you'd really show up!
It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away.
Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little.
It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I would have visited more.
No, you are not allowed to. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself.
Oh, well. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. That's that, chef. Shall we? Today's showering. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon.
But this case, do you know the messy story behind it?
Hello!
Slob on my knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. What's this?
I don't know.
Edgy J coming in with edgy rhymes. Let's see.
Behold the power of Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And, to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car crash.
Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway?
The tabloids.
That's what I thought.
I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard it all from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client.
Buys a manual car to prevent roommates from stealing car. Roommate starts trying to learn manual.
No!
It's so much
Oh my
easier
God,
to
that's
learn.
funny.
It's to learn manual than to actually, drive your own car.
Oh my God, that's funny. Your roommate is a determined one.
He's a degenerate. That's what he is. He's a degenerate, a slum, a bum, a schmuck.
That's too scary, even for me.
Yeah, I guess so. Terrain Village. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya?
Yep. Kurain Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley too.
They neglect the fuck out of their own cars. Yeah, you might just need to get one of those bars that get attached to the steering wheel and be like, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, steering wheel lock.
Yeah, interesting. So everyone that lives there is a spirit medium?
Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think.
That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong.
Actually, only the women of this village are mediums.
Me, being the actual expert, and watch them ignore my advice and straight up ruin their own cars. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You should be like, no. You have your own cars, and you can ruin those ones. just literally just lock the key in like a box somewhere and be like, don't touch my car. You animals. So what do the men do?
They usually work someplace outside the village.
Whoa, you're telling me all this entire village is just filled with women?
That can channel dead people.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her?
Oh, you mean Pearly?
That's the name of my dog.
Yeah.
It was the name of my dog. Her name was Pearl. Anyway.
We called her Pearly.
Pearly?
Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly.
Cousin? That means, is she also a...
Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling.
Huh, I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier.
Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away.
Oh yeah, you get to see, suspicious looking?
Well, you're not wearing training clothes, for starters.
Of course not. In stranger danger, yeah, truth, that's pretty good.
Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure. So she's not allowed to go. She's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Kurain Village.
Aunt?
Pearly's mother, my aunt. Duh, come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to go and get going. It's about time for the channeling to start.
Huh? Oh yeah.
I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers!
Alright, good luck, Maya.
Thanks!
Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Ooh, I can examine some stuff. Look at this rock. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky.
How to appeal to Americans 101.
Yeah.
It's true, because it was supposed to be ramen.
Yeah.
And the localizers were like,
no one knows about
no
ramen
one
in
knows
America.
ramen is, and then they changed the hamburgers, and like not too long after, ramen became a huge thing in America, and I was like, ramen, not huge in America.
Its origins are written on the beat-up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Kurain Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. Instant ramen was big for a long time, though, because it's cheap. No, but it was called instant noodles, not instant ramen, right? I mean, also, alternatively, you could have some great instant ramen. Is not, like, I guess contextually is not.
No, like,
good.
let's go out for ramen. Let's go out for.
Yeah, let's go for
Because she's all like, let's go out for hamburgers. Let's go out for ramen.
An old bus stop. It says Korean Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day.
Oof.
Oh, there's a small town.
Yeah.
It's an old-style telephone booth. Can't say it fits too well with this area. Doesn't fit too well with the area. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows? I might need it later.
Aha.
Rustic, thatched roof houses where the other villagers live. Villagers live line the street. They're nowhere near as large as or nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any other villagers walking around, though. This is like the beginning of a horror game. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fey Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. It's girthiness, so much girth. Effective girthage. Let's move over to Maya's meditation room. That face on a nearby mountain with a population of 106 gets bell cells reception in my heavily populated neighborhood. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. What do you tell us? Huh? Oh, yeah.
No, like AT&T.
Yeah, actually, if you watch, I think was it John Oliver? He has a segment where he talks about how conglomerate, like big internet and telephone service providers.
Was it John Oliver or was it Hassan Minaj?
No, it's John Oliver. And
Oh,
I think
both.
They
Actually,
both of them talked
did.
about it. How like big companies are like
Throttling.
they're either buying out or basically lobbying against privately owned cell phone and internet providers in towns, because one, they do it because they don't actually provide good service, and two, they don't want anybody else going in and becoming any bigger. So they're trying to buy out or push away the competition.
Because monopoly! It's the game of life.
Yeah, it's like, what, 2 or 3 big companies? Like, we don't want you to do it. Even though they do a lot better work and their customer service is exceptional, right? Anyway. Ah, Mr. Wright! I need a better voice for this guy. Mr. Wright, I'm glad you showed. I'm gonna give him like a very white guy voice. Like, some nice weather we're having. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made a wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment.
Yeah, he's really obsessed with the weather.
But anyway, this is a splendid manner. 1K, in a direction, get full service all of a sudden. I don't know, man.
Jesus.
Some I don't know what's wrong with when they go all macro, they don't focus on the micro, and people just get upset, right? And you get shitty lapses in internet and connection. I know with freedom, if I go under a SkyTrain or something, somehow most of the time I'll lose reception suddenly. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too. Guide map. Let's talk to this guy, Mr. Gray. Was it?
Turner Gray.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you going to do once this nurse's spirit has been called? Bell's trash.
Yes.
When I lived in BC, they had a monopoly. Is it Bell or Rogers? Or are they both owned by the same company?
No, it's the big 3. It's Bell, Rogers, and Telus.
Yeah.
I think Telus and Fido are basically the same thing? Or was...
No, it's Rogers Fido.
Rogers Fido, yeah.
Yeah, and then Freedom is the Fido for Telus?
No, Kudo and Fido are the same. Virgin and Telus. I don't know, there's 3 or 4, but basically, yeah.
They're all subsections of 1, 2, 3 of the big companies.
Yeah. Roger Telus are competitors, for sure.
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With the confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. I don't know how a confession from a spirit medium will do.
Yeah.
I live in a rural shithole. If that says anything. I mean, that's why landlines are still a thing, I guess. Like, I don't understand when people are just like, would you like a landline package? I'm like, why? I live in a city. And then you're like, if you live in the middle of nowhere, reception's garbage, you're gonna need landlines, right? So how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard from her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Kurain School of Channeling. The home, huh?
Huh, it's studied in schools.
And
Interesting.
Miss Maya is the daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, did you see that door? That's the room where the spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is here right now. Would you care to meet her? Oh,
Ah, yes. Neat.
can we move? We can.
Into the winding way.
the channeling chamber.
Ooh.
That is a fire hazard. That is a hella fire hazard. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles. Oh.
Good sir, who might you be?
My name is Phoenix Wright.
Oh, you mean you must be that good sir.
Good sir? Is she talking about me?
You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir?
Quick, someone grab the tank of fuel. I always keep in my carry.
I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya.
I forget why she keeps saying good sir. It's because she's a very polite demeanor. Like they wanted to emphasize that she was very, very traditional, polite when she spoke, which isn't translated well
In English,
Yeah. Is that so? Mystic Maya?
I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay.
I love how they have M sounds.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Ah, I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid.
Huh?
Don't tell me you have already forgotten that, was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistance, you would surely not have won.
First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become such a poster boy for how not to make a first impression?
Always.
Always.
The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now.
Thank you. So, why did you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange?
Good sir!
Yes?
How dare you be so rude and disrespectful toward Mystic Maya?
I'm sorry?
She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya.
So about Mystic Maya...
It is the blood.
Excuse me?
Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining.
Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean?
Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs to the Kurain channeling technique.
Okay, then where do you stand?
That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family.
Branch family? What's that?
It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurain school.
This is some like Neji... What's Neji's clan's name again?
But yeah, that's basically what
The
it
Neji,
is.
like if you all remember Naruto, it's like the main clan and the branch families, yeah.
Yep.
So, how strong are you?
It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to
Another one we've
compare my
shown.
lowliness of my power to the Master's.
So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be her first?
Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world.
Traffic accident indeed.
The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing.
So, this room is the channeling chamber?
The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed.
I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session?
I do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here.
Oh.
The secrets of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anybody.
That's never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before.
It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked.
Oh, that's what the lock is for.
Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir.
Pearl?
She is an adorable, angelic young girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so small. Look at her. She's just so cute. Oh, that odd...
She is my daughter. Now then, what is it you were about to say?
Ooh. What a cute daughter you have. Ha ha ha.
A pure heart that knows not of the evils of this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please, refrain from affiliating with her, I request.
Well, it's not like I had any chance to anyway.
Don't you talk to me or my daughter again. I must insist and stress that you do not let it occur.
Okay, I get it.
I know, right?
What a cunt.
Oh, you have a picture?
Yeah, they gave me the map, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, let's,
Move into the mediation room.
the winding way.
The winding way.
Yeah.
The window way.
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 The window way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What's that? What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this.
No, that makes kind of sense.
I mean, if you want,
incinerator in the.
if you want to get rid of like mulch, you usually just, what's the word?
I mean, where else would you put it out?
You'd let it. What's it called? You'd put it in a green bin. You'd put it not to mulch, to compost, rather than incineration, right?
No, because with Japan, it's like you sort it into compostables,
Oh,
recyclables,
yeah.
and burnables.
It's a small town, right? So I guess it doesn't really
like,
have a
yeah.
dump or something.
Yeah,
so
you have your own incinerator.
Yeah. You can install that. You should install it indoors and not even install the exhaust chute. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here in this tiny village. So every family has to burn their own trash.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
We go. Perfect. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. It's a really old urn. The ashes of giant ants. It brings the tears to my eyes. The ashes are of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting. So time to move on. It looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. Looks like there's nothing else here.
Yeah.
So I guess we go.
Onward.
I guess we move over. This place must lead to another way, shouldn't it?
Someone
yeah,
scattered those ashes by accident, judging from those cracks.
Yeah, it looks like someone dropped it, but we'll never know. Right. Oh, look, the bear!
Oh no!
The bear.
Is it bear or is it a boar? I think it's more of a boar.
Well, it has a fish in its mouth.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. It is a bear.
Kuma.
Kuma.
Eating his sakana. So this is the side room. Looks like more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Oh. Let's examine though. It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in my office, it would end up a storage space.
Wake up, pal!
But here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and an image and a beautiful hanging scroll.
It's a bear.
It's a Japanese.
bear.
It's a Japanese thing to have that kind of section out. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's also a plate attached to the base. Karain Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here and for them to spot you?
Who's sleeping here?
There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea not to disturb her sleeping. This is the first time I've been in a sliding.
Scene.
It's the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and a little garden in the courtyard. Bears, especially cubs, are more scared of humans, and humans are typically scared of them. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's always been told that if you ever find a cub, you make sure you're not between it and its mother, because you will definitely die.
You will die.
It will happen. You will die. You will die. Oh.
Huh.
Huh?
Hey, you.
I'm sure I've heard that southern accent before somewhere.
Oh, wow. I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright.
A lot of heart.
How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year?
You are a lot of hair, a lot of heart. Who are you again? A lot of heart, yeah. Bo, you're a lot of heart, right?
Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, lot of heart.
So I guess you'll still be, I guess you're still at it. Being a photographer, I mean.
Of course. And today, I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You just wait and see.
Happy birthday, you gorgeous son of a bitch. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
happy
you.
birthday,
Thank
gorgeous
you.
son of a bitch. It's his birthday. Hey, it's your birthday.
Happy birthday to you. I spent my entire day doing nothing.
Oh, we went to see Far From Home. That
That's
was
true,
good.
yeah, I watched Far From Home. But that's because Morgan was like, fucking go outside and fucking do stuff. Alright. Daijobi o medetou? You mean Tanjobi wa?
Tanjobi o
Tanjobi.
medetou. From one week to another.
Oh, that's right.
This ain't no time to. This ain't no time to be a wasting time. What? The channel is about to get started.
So it's that time already.
We should all hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting for? Come on.
You have to get changed? Did you see that? A lot of heart, huh?
just gotta go.
I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too.
Yeah.
She just wanted to be cool, like the cool kids.
I know.
We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guests, please proceed to the channeling chamber.
With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright?
Like, I have no stakes in this.
Yeah, sure I would.
Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key?
Uh-huh. Yep, right here.
That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please, take care of it well.
So great Canadian. No, he just talks like this, like an American broadcaster. More at 11. Oh, I should give him the Ron Burgundy, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, more, like, I'm not wearing any pants. More at 11.
It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me.
I don't know about that.
Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started.
Finally, let's go.
I don't like the way he goes.
Yeah, it's like froth at the mouth.
And click lock.
I don't trust him.
Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts.
I think she's trying to sell stuff.
Yeah. Hold on now, Granny.
Granny,
Oof.
How come we ain't allowed in that room?
dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it?
Oh god, now they're sassing each other about
What?
accents.
I'm from the heart of the heartland.
Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland.
What are you?
This is Kurain village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave.
Sass, I love it.
Sorry.
Wow, she shut a lot of up. Now that's impressive.
Now then, let us wait.
Request.
I
strongly.
humbly request that you strongly shut the fuck up. What is this, Canada, the UK? Korean, yeah. Again, we mentioned this before. They have a very... The villages have a very proper way of talking that isn't translated well in English. So they've made her sound more, I guess, proper, like, proper UK-ish, UK accented. Like,
More
good
posh.
sir, good sir, mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle.
Request implies that you have an option.
Yeah. Hey now, what was that just now?
It came from inside the challenge chamber.
Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it.
Oh shit! Maya's in there. Ask Morgan. Break into the fucking chamber.
Break into it! Fuck what Morgan says. Break into the chamber. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan?
What else? We're gonna break in.
What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it.
We're gonna have to break it down. We're going to have to break down the door. Is that all right, Miss Faye?
Well, yes, but there's one matter that is...
Don't try to stop me. You can send me the repair bill to the Wright & Co. law offices later.
Yeah! Now that's what I call being a man.
Wait, that's not a hat?
That's
No,
not a hat.
That's
That
a
is her
fucking
afro.
Oh, fucking Phoenix Wright. Oh my god, someone is hella dead. Dr. Gray! Click with a K. Oh shit.
I was murdered.
Maya?
That man murdered me. So I killed him.
What? Lotta, at a time like this!
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? Is this gal? Is she Maya?
Step away from here. Step away from here. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police.
She's using her Byakugan. It's like, there you go,
Byakugan?
Byakugan?
Bakugan?
Yeah,
I don't know. She's like Hinata.
yeah they call the Byakugan.
I don't fucking know. I've never seen that ninja show.
That ninja show?
Yeah.
I used to be able to do the hand signs when I was younger. Then
At least it wasn't Maya that's dead. This is true.
Hurry, before there are more victims here.
Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to Granny. Byakugan. Byakugan la.
Byakugan La. Korean village. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. Eyes wide, see everything. Yeah.
And?
They're on their way.
That's good. Lordy, I saw some genuine mysterious phenomenon.
She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Let's give it a chit chat what you witnessed.
Hey, mister? Was that gal, Maya? She was the one that pulled the trigger now, was she?
Oh, yeah. Lana doesn't know that when she is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes.
Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then.
I didn't see a gun. Lana, do you know about Mr. Gray? Dr. Gray?
Not much, I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation.
Really?
I heard he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. Yeah,
I sort of got the same impression myself.
he's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. It's been real rough working for him. Yeah.
Just gotta move in.
Just gotta go. You gotta go.
Check shit out.
Maya.
Hello. Hello.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya?
She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful.
Let me see her, please.
She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery.
Guess I just have to wait. Ah, the police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, the time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on, so just sit tight, all right? Why is he grinning at me?
Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe?
No,
Jim Shoe.
Jim Shoe. My name isn't Jim Shoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do from now is see what everyone else has to say. Well, we didn't check out this room, right? A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it.
Jammed onto
Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let me see. Here's one in English. It says 100 ways to save money.
Huh.
Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life.
Well, you're not wrong.
Ah, Tallulah. Welcome to the stream. I see you.
Hello,
Chat.
Tallulah.
Hello.
Hello.
Moshi Mosh. Your
Moshi
brain might be a
Mosh.
QWERTY keyboard. Someone with a lot of skill wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Oh look, there's a translation. Once in a lifetime. This message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once in a lifetime chances.
All right.
The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron on this door was tempered, making it very solid. It looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off.
You, out, no, stop, no.
What's he doing?
I don't know. He's reaching in my bag. Oh, I have a sausage bun, and it's in a plastic bag, and he likes to eat the plastic bag, but also the sausage bun. So he
Hello,
just,
Undead.
he just stuck his face into my bag. Hello, Undead.
This door leads to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice.
Weather look outside is frightful.
Ooh, I can check the channeling chambers.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
He's like, I want your buns. The police are busily running around here and there. I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm sort of Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, all right? Matt, rewiring my brain to use AzerTi keyboards for a month as well. Oh, you can change keyboards, really?
Woo! Wow.
It's progressive. Very progressive. I mean,
Why would you use AzerTi keyboard?
Well, technically speaking, the QWERTY keyboard is not very good for your hands. The reason why they made the QWERTY keyboard
It's just fucking make you slow down.
it's to make you slow down because when you used analog typewriters,
Yeah,
they
it would
lock
jam up the keys. Yeah.
Also, it was a European keyboard.
Ah.
Trust me, it's a lot better for your hands for you to use an AzerTi keyboard. But that's future people problems.
Yeah.
About Maya? I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victims are inside this room, after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. Yet, something about his expression still looks the same.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead.
Whew.
But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife.
Oh.
A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. What the fuck?
Wow.
Joyce.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Oh, he's like legitimately chewing on it right now.
I know.
Well, let's take a look-see around if we can. Okay, with a blood stain here. Hey, pal, don't touch it without permission. I'm just looking at it. Hey,
I'm just looking.
I can't be too careful if a kid like her can be a murder suspect now, can I? I guess if I want to search this room, I'm gonna have to come back later. Alright, so we've got some looky-loos around here. Looks like that's about it. Can we present him some evidence? What? Look at this badge! I'm really bad now. Oh, he didn't even glance at it. And he really is being very professional. Let's check the winding way, see if there's anyone here. No, no one in the winding way. Or the side room, maybe?
Like, you don't often see him as a first responder. Like, you...
Came home and I had to come home and rewire. Dvorak is harder too. What's Dvorak? Oh, is it UK
Another
keyboard?
kind of keyboard, I think, I guess.
I could learn another keyboard. It's just like the same thing when you learn dimensional keyboard. You have to switch gears and start like learning your new home keys and stuff. Old-fashioned typewriter. Yeah, I think the oldest keyboard I ever used was my mom's like all-in-one printer computer. So it was like a computer about like yay big that like flat this way, and there was a printer attached to it so that you could type and then like. But it had so little memory that every time you deleted, you just store like 4 or 5 letters at a time.
You see this missing corner? You see this missing corner?
Yeah.
This is what the corner's supposed to be like.
And this is what the cat did.
This is what the cat did.
Because he's a degenerate. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier.
Like, how can I help you?
Oh my god.
Like, so isn't this about time to start?
Huh? Time to start what?
You know, like, with channeling.
Channeling? Oh, no, actually the situation has kind of changed.
Huh? Like, what do you mean?
Please stay calm, but there's been a murder.
So, like, a murder is a thing where, like, one person kills another, right?
Yes, a person has killed another person.
Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer.
Yeah. Oh god, she kills me. I just just looking at her talk hurts my brain. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she has to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eenie Meenie. At the college, I'm, like, researching and studying parapsychology.
Parapsychology?
That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers. That sort of stuff.
That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
You hate her already.
Oh, yeah. So what brings you here today?
So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place.
Oh, this bitch.
He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium?
Her dance move, though.
Walk like an Egyptian. Yeah. I studied like ESP or like parapsychology at the college on the street. It's something like ESPN or something.
the what's that thing? The College of Scientology?
Yeah. Dr. Gray did say something. Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place.
Because, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing.
I see. Then why were you here taking a nap?
Like, I wasn't feeling good.
Huh?
I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food when they served lunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
So, I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep.
I'm going to mockingly shove the word like in every other word. Yeah. Like, you know, whatever. So, like, felt sick and I came here, like, to sleep. So, like, well, I like, is she, like, so, like, dance.
What bow are you being forced to rock now because of Cat? Oh, it's the sausage.
The sausage.
It's the wiener bun.
Yes.
And not so much as forced to rock, but I need to eat dinner anyways.
I totally feel like I've wasted my time, because, like, I slept a long time.
Oh, God, this is arduous just talking to her.
Why is she so dense like this? Oh.
So you were sleeping here the entire time?
Yeah, ever since lunch.
So you don't know anything about the murder that took place?
Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed?
The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray?
Oh.
She's like, cool. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Did we just go over the fact that you... Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah.
She sounds like she's trying to hide something.
Hmm.
I don't want to press it for anything. She's just gonna hurt my brain. I'm gonna leave now because talking to you is arduous.
And that's what happens when you talk to someone like her.
There's no one here as usual. Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Huh, silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Oh, she booked it. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough?
It's her!
Yeah, it's Pearl. She's just running around like a
I
crazy
love
person.
Pearl. Pearlie's my favorite.
Let's see if we can go to the challenge chamber, see what's up. Nothing. No, not yet. So let's check out. She's a ghost, isn't she? No.
No, she's real.
She's been very sheltered. Yeah, she's been sheltered. Her mother, Morgan Fay, refuses to basically keep her innocent. So she told us not to talk to her because she just wanted to kind of like.
She's got some hella stranger danger being.
Yeah, stranger danger. I think Pearl's voice actress who had that one blueprint in the anime, I'm totally fucked. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past myself to be like, I'm totally fucked.
I just want to go get fucked. I don't fucking care.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
Like, I want to get I want to get wasted. I want to get wasted. I want to get chocolate wasted. Oh,
Anyways.
Lotta.
God damn it!
Don't let it be me next.
No, don't let me be next.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you?
Nah, well, maybe one thing.
What is it?
Turns out my poor stomach's not too good at handling this kind of thing.
Huh? What?
Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. It's just too much, I say.
Hello, Kaibagoo.
Kaibagoo.
Kaibagoo. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Yeah, the chat. People are polite and nice here because they're mostly Canadians. Or they're from South Carolina. Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Woo.
TSC. TSC.
What is too much?
Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff. So I think I'm gonna try to be a celebrity photographer now.
Right. After going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
I took some hot pictures earlier.
Huh?
Remember? I took some pictures at that murder scene inside.
Ah, she did. 2 even.
The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story.
And if there was a famous person involved, we could have called it the Beyond Seance murder.
Ah!
Lotta!
Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century.
I don't know who's scarier. Scarier. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Look at this photo. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Oh, dear madam, you've such impeccable timing.
Like, what's all the buzz?
Ahem. Alright, everyone, listen up. You do, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation is not going to be done until real late.
That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight.
I don't know if I want to be in the room where a murder took
Look at
place.
this giraffe.
What a mess. Can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by police. Now I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Oh, so we got
Hello,
that.
Undead. Welcome.
Welcome.
We were just saying that the chat is generally polite because we are full of Canadians and people in Team South Carolina.
And South Carolina's cool too. Yawn. Yawn. Ugh, morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point.
I mean, not that the rest of y'all don't count, but, you know.
What does Nickelback have to yell in his songs? I don't know. Same reason why Creed has to yell in their songs? I'm sorry, George is just like, hey, look, I'm here. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry up and get to the detention center ASAP.
Nick!
Maya!
What am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this.
Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Oh god,
No.
this is game one all over
Yeah.
again. Come to think of it, this is the first time I met her. It all started right here in this detention center.
I finally get to see you again, and
It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
no, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me.
This is the flashback
Yeah.
to the very first part of this episode.
I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's powers, so
I don't want to bring up that case quite yet, but
you don't have to be nice to me. I understand.
sorry, I'm looking
Aw.
at my cat.
George is getting chin scritches right now.
Oh, because he sees my hand move. Like, what are you doing? Alright, there you go. He's giving me the look.
Ooh.
Alright, let's give her a talk to. Channeling. So, you're the master or something of Karane's school of channeling?
Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday.
But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act.
You believe in us, don't you?
Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Maya's channeling a spirit, not only in her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time.
Do you think the cat knows it's Arash's birthday?
No.
No, I don't think they care.
They're just like, foot,
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 foot.
foot. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber?
I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him.
Okay.
We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling.
This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story.
And that's the last thing I remember.
What?
After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness.
Then you don't remember a single thing.
When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream.
Happy birthday, Arash, you're my favorite fake southerner. Oh, geez, thanks so much. Yeah, where you me go out for some good old Texan eats. Something that really will stick to your ribs. Sorry. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling?
I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that.
Sorry, if I lean forward and make a sound, that's me scritching my boy's cheese. You. I see. I have no idea what to say to that.
It was a really familiar smell, too.
Under the ground?
Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before.
I guess this is all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure to prepare it, okay? In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay?
Huh? It? What is it?
The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course.
Oh! But
What's wrong?
are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet.
But I did. I killed that person with my own hands.
That's enough, Maya.
It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure.
Stop it! Not you, you're fine. You're fine.
Help me. Nick, you're my only hope.
Oh, don't
Help
worry.
me, Nick, you're my only hope.
Don't worry, I will. When is the trial?
It sounds like tomorrow.
Jesus. As soon as usual, 0 prep time. All right, I'm going now.
Wait. And this jewel? It's called a Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. It's a 9. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers.
Magatama received from Maya.
Maya!
Yup.
Show everybody.
Just like there, looking at us, and we're just like, hey buddy, you want some head screechies? Yeah, you do. Oh, some screechiness. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Help me, Phoenix Wright. You're my only hope.
Let us move to Karain village and get some help from Pearl.
He's literally just sticking his head over the barrier. And it's like,
Did you ever guys play Full Throttle? Played a biker named Ben. The girl at one point goes, "Help me, Ben, you're my only hope." Yeah.
I love that. No, I have not played it, but I love that.
That's a nice little subtle throw to Star Wars. I agree. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line.
Hello, good evening, Wayward.
Hello. What in the world happened in that room yesterday?
Your girl Maya's a murderer.
Oh, here he comes. There's a kitty coming. He wants the food. That's an old Lucas card point and click. I see. The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Come on, buddy. Here you go. Probably because of the murder yesterday. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I got you. You're too cute. Get out of here. It looks like Detective Gumshoe is in here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Good morning.
I'm on my way to meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue, and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts.
I'm sure Maya will be very grateful.
That is Mystic Maya, good sir.
She's one scary lady.
Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearlie wept constantly for you last night, as did I.
I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday.
Do you mean that awful tragedy?
Ooh, she all covered in blood.
So I killed him. Step away from there. Please, leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police.
His brother beats the shit out of him.
They're pretty evenly matched now.
To be fair, George usually starts the fight.
Yeah, George starts the fights. Fred ends them.
So what happened in this room after I left?
Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make... sorry.
To make her go unconscious, correct?
That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique.
Spirit severing technique?
The spirit of that nurse was inside Mystic Maya's body.
Yeah, he usually starts the fights. Usually it's like a groom sesh, and then he gets really like about it, and then Fred's like, "Fuck off!" And George is like, "No, you're mine."
So Maya was channeling the spirit of a dead nurse
to her at the behest of her previous employer, Dr. Gray, and then somehow something happened where she ended up both shooting and stabbing Dr. Gray. And now we're here. Now we're here. There you go.
Is it any different from the real Fred and George Weasley? You know what? They live up to their names exceedingly well, and it's a little bit frightening.
I'm really glad we didn't end up naming them after the moons of Mars.
Well, I mean, if they live up to their name, I'm worried about Fred.
Yeah.
I use the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world.
The Shadow Realm.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly?
The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing a tragedy such as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When a spirit enters the medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it in another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit,
But Maya, Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling.
and that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident.
And that would be...
And that folding screen there is the Korean's sacred writings. Along with the Korean sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions.
Urn!
This urn! If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity.
Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today?
Mr. Wright,
Yes?
in this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession.
She's named Pearl.
When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master.
That's very impressive.
Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great that it's even greater than that of some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family.
Wow, she's really fired up now.
In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it's best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what? How about you quit wasting my time, bitch? Sorry.
You can see this, you can see the,
I guess it's an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during channeling. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is a hole? Could this have been made by a bullet?
ooh,
About 8 inches off the ground, a small hole. That looks like a bullet hole.
ooh, a clue. Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave.
Alright. Please tell Maya I said hi.
What was that?
Mystic Maya.
I will tell her. Absolutely nothing.
So. Oh, thanks for the cheers!
Thank you for the cheers!
Chumma, 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 love and cheers. Becoming good. I need to examine this more. So we can check the blood stains. This is where the medium sits. I assume there are 4 panels on this floor. The straw on the floor feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, Maya keeps getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Alright, looks like that's about it. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. The lock on it's broken, because, well, I broke it. Doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. Aww. It means he's got the feels.
I gotta rescue my girl!
My girl.
There was something behind the screen, just the wall. I don't know if it makes any.
Does it? I wonder. Slide.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's right. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. I hope no one's hiding back there. That's about it.
Ooh, hope no one's hiding back there.
It's someone's hiding there.
Someone's always hiding back there.
Someone's hiding in some kind of crevasse. The winding way, maybe? Maybe we can find Pearl?
Oh, I can't wait for Pearl.
Little Pearl isn't here today.
Oh,
Maybe she's at school?
no.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, little Pearl, though.
Side room?
Pearl. Where's Pearl? Where's Pearly? Talk to Pearly.
Oh, God, you're still here.
like, you're that guy from yesterday, the, dentist guy.
No, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire? Sire?
That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is right.
Smith, right? Oh, well, I got like 3 letters right, at least.
I don't think she gets the point.
No,
Anyway, why are you here?
so like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and
You told me about that yesterday? The sesame allergy too? What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today.
oh, so like, that's what you mean. Like, you should have been more clear about that.
Oh god. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really...
That's it? Why did you stop mid-sentence?
Oh, did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
No, keep going. If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here.
Do you really
She's fucking lucky she's pretty. So, why are you still here today?
Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here.
Like, what?
Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power.
I suppose this village is a real thing after all.
So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer.
She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface.
I apologize only just a little bit.
Have you heard about the murder?
It's, like, totally scary.
She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here.
She is totally
She is.
stoned out of her mind.
How about the victim, Dr. Gray?
I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too.
That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Oh, well, like, a long, long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah.
Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me.
Like, is something wrong?
Yeah, you. Yeah, piece of garbage. Alright, let's see if we can present to her some stuff.
Like, I'm really sorry, and, like, I know, like, you totally had your heart set on it, but, like, I can't take that.
Who said anything about giving this to you? What a bitch. What a fucking bitch. Back fucking hard. Okay, we're getting nothing from her. Ooh, what's this? Hello. Shalom.
Yeah, she's gonna drive you into madness for sure.
Sorry, I gasped. I choked my spit. Ah! You surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday.
Present her to the Magatama first before she
Yeah,
runs
before she
off!
books it. Oh, yeah. Maya said to give this to you. Oh, I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's
That's Mystic Maya's!
Huh? She actually spoke?
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya.
You work with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know she picked Nick. I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Special someone. Oh, so fucking adorable. What?
So then, of course. You're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you?
Her theme is like the little cutesy
Yeah.
version of cutesy version.
That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Oh, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, things aren't like...
I can tell you're a good person. All right, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to do anything. I'm going to help you in any way I can.
Whoa, look at her, so cute now and smiling. Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
Oh, I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually, when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Oh, where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
I'm both horrified and charmed at the exact same time.
She's 6. Actually, no, she's like
She's 9.
She's 9.
Yeah.
Yes, for example, I study the Kurein technique.
Oh, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world.
Aww.
So, what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday.
Huh.
If you want it, I can give it to you.
No, why not? Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She's not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Aww. She's a
okay,
very proper...
okay. She's a very proper girl. Hot cross paws.
Hot cross paws. Blackie is added to the code record.
This child, I know.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? Yes, Pearls. I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy? Oh, right, yeah, it glows when you get...
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
Holy shit, it glows. What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
This is the lock.
Oh,
the
nice,
lock
okay.
mechanism. Okay, well, you'll see. When the child is 5 and 6 and they ship 2 people, it's cute. When they border on 10, I'm suddenly nervous. Girl is 300 yen in a gift shop, you're fine. See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
This is the new secret mechanic.
Nice. I thought that was something from Apollo Justice, but it's this
No,
one.
he has a bracelet that helps.
Yeah, but it's the same idea.
I don't know if it's when you do it in... This is only when you're trying to talk to people. I think the bracelet is when you are...
In court?
In court.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyways. But yeah.
This bish. Oh yeah, we can talk to this bish, because she was hiding something from us, remember?
Uh-huh.
Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other.
We can see people's secrets.
She's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
Your karma is too low to acquire this follower. Oh. Hello, Jiffy the Lube. Welcome back to the stream, friend. What? No! How old do you think I am? That's a funny story. So,
He will.
I cosplay a lot of old guys. And so I
With dead wives.
With dead wives, usually. So one time, I acquired a child named Kathy, who was my cosplay daughter. And we ended up working with each other briefly at my Boston Pizza job. And I am a cook and she is a server. Anyway, before that she called me like Papa, right? Because that's what the daughter would call Kotetsu. Like, oh, Papa.
Yeah,
Papa.
so in
Kotetsu.
character, she would call him Papa.
And then so that kind of carried on in some random conversations here and there. And then one day, I was in the kitchen and I was serving food, and she came up and she said, "Hey, Papa," or like, someone's waiting for you, or like, I need this order, and I was just like, "Yeah, sure." And then like, as soon as those words slipped out of her mouth, everybody in earshot looked at me, and I'm just like, "No, it's it." No, it's not how it is. I can't. Just take your food and get out of here. Get out. So that's one way to get you in trouble. Oh lordy. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the victim. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I totally don't know him.
Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
She's got a rock. Ah! Ah! What is that?
Huh? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
What was that the day everyone learned Joyce was real?
No. I came in one time randomly. Yeah. I come in one time randomly, and I don't remember who it was. It was Jose that didn't believe I was real.
Most people didn't believe you.
Yeah, most people didn't believe I was
Jose
real.
was the
but
one
it was Jose specifically.
That was there that day.
That came out of the kitchen while I was sitting and waiting for him to get off shift. Jose comes out and is like, shakes my hand, is like, "Hello, my name is Jose. I didn't think."
Sorry, his name isn't Jose. His name is Jorge.
Jorge?
It's Jorge.
Oh, I'm getting
Hey, Jose, Jorge, whatever. And he's Honduran.
Honduran.
Anyway. What?
But yeah, he runs out of the kitchen and is like, "Hello, my name is Jorge. I didn't know you existed. Bye."
It's kind of nice to meet you. I didn't know you existed. I didn't think you existed, and ran off. And I'm just like, cool.
Is that why you like to be called Big Papa?
Oh, no, that's because. Well, yeah, I guess that's probably
Yeah.
why. I like it when you call me Big Papa.
This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these Cyclocks, Mr. Nick.
Cyclops, huh?
The more someone wants to hide their secrets, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Stop fucking dancing, damn it!
Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person, and let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but
Cute.
guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you.
What?
If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Well, we gotta start somewhere. Let's give this Cyclock a try. Oh, cool, so it's unlocked, and we can just open her up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray?
I totally, don't know that guy. You're, totally more persistent than a roach.
Okay, so you have to have the evidence to throw at her.
This girl's hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. So I have to use it. But before we do we have any evidence?
I don't...
We have profiles. Malpractice incidents. Photographer. She's a college student. I think... yeah. Byakugan! I'm gonna take a step out first and just double check to see if I can find something
Yeah.
a little bit more concrete. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be a lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I've never knew Gumshoe like kids. He's just a giant bear.
He is.
Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Fucking Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Oh, Gumshoe. Here's a live grenade. Enjoy. Oh, God. Fuck. I love you. You're terrible, but I love you. What about Maya? What about Maya and charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal, but if you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-head photographer is going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta. She took hot. Oh right, so this is a reference to that she actually has some photos of the murder scene. Lotta's hot pictures.
What a giant bear.
I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. We're all adults here. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now?
I need an adult. Oh shit, I am an adult.
About Dr. Gray? The victim wasn't super famous, but people still know who he was. His face is all over the tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some papers from last year, and huh? Could have sworn I had a cutout. I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy, those are big. Looks really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Ooh, that's a good.
Yeah, but I don't think you can leave. Actually, no, it's only 2 hours.
You can.
Yeah, by train.
About Maya's trial tomorrow? I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news.
Whoa.
So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it. Alright, pal, well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma? He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec, but didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who is the successor of Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hadn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Huh, kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? This kid became a prosecutor at 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma.
Makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
I get terrible flashbacks to that case.
Oh, Edward.
The SL9. Is the SL9 incident? No, the DL6 incident, yeah.
DL6. SL9 was Emma.
Yeah, stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. Then Deutsche Tensei?
Yes.
Deutsch.
Falsified evidence intensifies.
Yeah. None of that matters anymore now that he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Present him some... Oh, I better shut my mouth. Huh? What? I'm not gonna give you any information about evidence, pal. Oh, okay, he's not. Well, fuck you too, buddy. What are we checking out? Train Village next? And we can go to the office after this. Cool, awesome. Phew! Feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right! Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day?
Oh, excuse me.
Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing left behind that's going to be any help. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from a malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, examine.
Well,
Is it-
not sorry. Take a look at your court records. Take a look. Can we? Oh, no. Damn.
No, it doesn't say. Maybe we can go to him and talk to him.
Yeah,
about it.
maybe.
But,
Wanna see if there's anything to
talk to Maya about, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna bring Pearl over. Maya must be in another round of questioning. All the detectives are taking it easy on her, but these kinds of cases aren't usually taken lightly either. I guess I'll come back later. So we can move over back to the meditation room and present the...
the article.
Is it? Present, yeah. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day. Hey! It's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit! 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. The only things are only worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Congratulations, you've received 100 messages with Restream chat. Well, oh, cool. Restream was just like, yeah, you did really good.
Cool.
Thanks, Restream. I owe you one. Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. All right, thanks.
Mimi Minnie.
Ooh, Mimi Minnie. Nurse that. Oh, the plot thickens.
Aha.
Mimi Minnie is the person.
Sister to probably.
Eeny Meeny.
Eeny Meeny.
Let's go talk to that bitch. We've got the evidence. All right, we have to present the Magatama, right?
I think so.
Magatama, present. Ooh, we can now we can dish it out outside the court now.
Yeah.
Great. The victim. Oh, and then like little mini interrogation scenes. That was great. I remember this. Eeny Meeny. Eeny Meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
I told you, like, how many times do I have to, like, repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof?
Eeny Meeny. Yeah, you're getting it.
You bet.
And you have the brother, Miney, and Mo. While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him.
Like, what do you mean? Like, indirectly?
I should try to show that the possibility exists for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eeny and Dr. Gray. Take that! There we go. Take it! Take a look at this photograph! No, take a look at this newspaper clipping.
Like, what is it? A story about an accident?
Please read the victim's name.
Mimi Minnie?
Minnie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Minnie wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she?
So you noticed. She was my older sister.
I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Nick, show her the enlargement. Yeah. Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. We did it! We broke through her defenses. Unlocked successful. Ha ha! Now talk to us about the victim. Please tell me all you know about Dr. Gray.
My sister's name was Mimi Minnie.
Look at those eyes.
She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
That's what I thought.
I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked.
Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel?
That guy like drove my sister so hard, so like that's why the accident happened.
The one where 14 patients died from malpractice?
Yeah, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So like, are we done? I've already told my story to like everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych lock works.
Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Give up while you're ahead.
You should probably like, if you want to emulate a more proper talk, don't. I wouldn't pronounce any of her
Contractions?
contractions.
Yeah.
Do not, not don't. Makes you sound like a dummy. Let's see here. Anything new? Nothing else, I guess. Maybe we can go back to the challenge chamber. Doesn't look like we can do anything actually.
I wonder if it's
Time to talk to Maya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's head to the Korean village then. Oh!
Oh, there it is.
What is this?
Ooh.
Ooh!
Oh.
Mr. Nick,
What's wrong?
I have never left Korean village.
Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing.
You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Oh, she's not leaving the village with us? Hey, wait! She ran off. Again. Well, I know he needs a secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Alright, yeah, now that's probably a good time. Good sign to go talk to Maya.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Huh? Must be Maya.
Oh. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix?
That voice. Whoa! Mia!
Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia!
Feels! Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit.
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster card! Tsugi no draw! The next draw. Trap card. Trap card.
Yeah.
Mia will always come in and out.
Yeah, Mia will always be
any
here.
Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright game. But after we pass the Ace Attorney, the Phoenix
As long
Wright
as
arc,
Phoenix, right? As long as Phoenix is there, Mia will.
will appear.
Yeah.
Make an appearance, yeah.
As long as Phoenix and Maya are, yeah. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix.
But
So, tell me about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again.
oh, we're having a conversation with our dead boss. Great. I told her everything about what happened in the last 2
I like
days.
how the guard that's, in the visiting room is just like,
I guess.
girl turns into
A full-grown woman and grows like 3 cup sizes. Maya closed her eyes, deep in thought while she listened.
I see.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation.
And that is? Tell me, please!
Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client.
You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure?
I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why.
Yes?
Mediums can't have dreams.
They can't?
From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling.
Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and been buried in the ground.
But that's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time.
Then, what does this mean?
I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up.
Does she have Christmas ornaments hanging from off her hair?
Oh, the baubles.
Oh no, they're just beads, like prayer beads, and the magatama.
Yeah.
So they're just overemphasized prayer beads, or other beads, if you know what I mean. Sorry. The actors take themselves so seriously. What was it? Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup?
It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow. It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow. No, she's not.
No, she's a little bit more One-san.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on?
If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands.
It is?
Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key.
Really?
Come on. Show me the key to this case.
I gotta fuck my way to justice now. That's a different one.
No.
That's when Phoenix has to show us meat milk to Maya.
Nope.
The key, huh? All right, I'll show it to her. I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Thick and girthy.
And the guard in the back can watch.
He's like, man, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Mia, have you seen this key before?
Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case.
This key?
Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts.
What does she mean?
I'm certain this key will be a piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough.
But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have? Who could have done that shit? I didn't know at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprise.
Ooh.
She's holding something back. Mia? What?
What's wrong?
That's right. Only I can see the Cyclops. She's hiding something from us.
She's
What
hiding
is it?
something important.
Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me? What in the world is going on? Why is media? Yeah, why? Must be something real crazy.
Real important.
Oh yeah, the overkill. Oh yeah, wait, now what's his face? Yugi overkills someone. What? I can't remember what he does. Like he keeps drawing and drawing to get more and more power, and then just obliterates them.
That was kind of funny though.
You were the chosen one. You were my mentor. Can I get some more water? I need more water.
What? Prosecutor von Karma? You mean?
No. I heard it's his successor. No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred von Karma. Everyone, get ready for the new prosecutor. New prosecutor.
Manfred von Karma was a real sinister man.
This is the event you've all been waiting for. This brand new Deutsch prosecutor.
Ugh, real sinister man.
The new prosecutor, straight from the heart of fatherland, Deutschland. Let's go.
He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win.
He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts? And now his successor? I wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be.
Oh, it's no good.
Mystic Maya!
Hurley!
You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way! I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your brother? Didn't you two come together? Mother's watching over the trainees. She said they would have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Ah, so that's convenient. Because trials can only run about 3 days.
Huh? Then you came all the way by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Oh, of course not. I ran.
Man, she's a marathon sprinter. Oh my god. I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, she ran 2 hours.
No longer.
She ran a 2-hour train trip. Oh my goodness. But that also explains why
Pearl
she's
is so
like,
ready to fight a dude. She'd win by punching him in the balls.
well, that explains her endurance is something that is kind of akin to her
Spiritual?
her spiritual channel ability, because you have to be physically stout to carry a channel of spirit successfully. And it's been laid out that she's like an extremely powerful medium.
Hurley, what about the train? Huh? What's a train?
Oh my god. I give up.
It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that?
Let's just get the same little thumb bite. That's cute.
He's Nick's rival, so he's also a friend.
What? I still remember.
I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was scorchingly fierce. It was so hot. Until it was a fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life.
Maya! Please don't ever mention that name again. Ooh.
Huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. He's not coming back.
What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Call will be commenced shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick.
Edgeworth is gone. What could this mean?
He's gone. I'm sorry, Maya. He's gone. And he's never coming back.
Ooh, there's the sprite for the prosecutor. Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Maya Fay. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Ooh.
Ooh.
What's with this kid? Here, Mr. Rat, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Oh, Jesus. Who gave her a whip? Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma?
My word is so distraught. You said he would be back!
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can— Ow!
I am talking.
Who gave her a whip? That can't be court.
If you interrupt again, my will will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ah!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood only have one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant of Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well, very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does this defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes.
I know, shit. Learning the German accent now. Shit. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams.
I love that line. It's my favorite. Foolish fools who foolishly dream of foolish dreams.
10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills himself in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that is how you want to play it, Mr. Wright, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose.
Except she doesn't sound like Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery. No, it was definitely a very convincing German accent. He was just played by Sean Connery. The joke is, for those of you who have never seen Highlander, Sean Connery plays a Spaniard, but sounds exactly like Sean Connery regardless, so it's just like...
A Spanish Sean Connery.
Spanish Sean Connery.
Sounds like
Still
sounds like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Hey, beat women and drink whiskey. Damn time.
Witness, what is your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! I have to scream in every voice now. Shit.
Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. I mean, in the Hunt of Red October, he played a Russian who sounded like Sean Connery. To be fair, everybody in Hunt for Red October spoke English, right? Like they spoke German first, or they spoke Russian first, and then they kind of like slipped into English, so that kind of like the transition would make sense to everybody why they would be speaking English. It's because you're listening to the translation, essentially, without actually having those weird dubbing issues.
I feel like you can't get any other accent out of him.
Sean Connery?
Yes, it's Sean
No,
Connery.
definitely not. I mean, you could definitely do a Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise, which is basically a Scottish accent. This is a Scottish accent, but Scottish accent trying to sound English. So then you have a Jean-Luc Picard, the USS Enterprise. Engage. Anyway.
Channeling.
The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. That movie was 3 hours long. Red October? Fuck, I can't even remember that video or that movie now. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Ahem. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? Yeah.
Correct.
And then he played, in The Untouchables, he played an Irish cop who sounded like Sean Connery. I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over.
How's life being old, Rash?
How life's being old. Pretty okay.
Same thing as being not old.
Yeah, only you have a better idea of what the future's gonna look like instead of not having no idea what the future's gonna look like and being like tired and sitting.
Expensive.
Yeah. So how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time, Zen.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point-blank? But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. You have guys access to how many? You guys have access to how many bits donated? If so, specify how many bits a singular person has donated. Yes, we should be able to do that. You can see the future, but it costs energy. Yeah. We should have total bits, but it's in my dashboard. I can't switch from now. I don't think I can switch in from now.
Can you? I think you can.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it later.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
We'll check it.
But it's almost guaranteed that it's wayward.
Yeah, I shut off the total bit donation Streamlabs menu because I replaced a couple other menus right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, well, James can snoop in if he has a moment. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Ah, yes, the old autopsy report. That's why all the best fortune tellers are 60-year-old ladies. Yeah, they're not actually fortune tellers. They just know what's gonna happen.
They've seen that shit.
Like, it sounds like you're gonna do some stupid shit in the future. It's probably gonna end up this way. Do you see into the future? No, you're just dumb.
No.
I've seen this before, and you're an idiot.
I just do it in my spooky voice because it's more convincing.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Oh, good old cross-examining Gumshoe.
Oh, Gumshoe.
Alright, so direct cause of death was a pistol shot. The murder weapon detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now why would he have... Ooh.
Oh, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Along with the victims, the defendant Maya Fey was also on the grip zone. Rabble. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. Point blank range. Did I not get the pistol into?
Not yet.
That's dumb. He was shot point blank in the forehead. Bullet hole. Cool. Point blank, huh?
You are an idiot.
Point blank, huh? So how far away is that?
Literally.
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
Yeah.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank range?
Just, Mr. Phoenix, right? I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Foolish country. Excuse me?
Gunpowder burns.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from a point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. There were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
How do you not know that, Phoenix? Good God.
But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Okay, so I need to figure out where the knife. Give me the knife. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? Oh.
A fruit knife.
A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looked like it belonged to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints were all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Right. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. His testimony makes it sound like Maya Fey had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yup, sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly most enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first?
Yes.
Yes, actually.
We did that last. That was actually the SL6 case, remember? SL9 case. Probably need the Streamlabs snoop in there. I don't think I can find it in the dashboard. So you can find it in Streamlabs, the website. So if you go into Streamlabs, the website, and you cut through dashboards, analytics, somewhere in there it should tell you.
Think a little bit more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today.
There you go.
Very well, the court accepts them into evidence.
Evidence.
The murder weapon was grayish. 2 shots were fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Knife was added. Murder weapon, small fruit knife, belonged to the Fays. Bears Maya's fingerprints.
Aha. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright? Yes? Even in face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
see, just as I promised Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would changeably in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Rat? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. No, not
guilty.
Motherfucking guilty. If I were to plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. And after the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Rat? The defense will not change its plea. You will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective,
Yes, sir.
present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
That was it. That was my favorite part with all those sheriffs that accepted pardons from Trump. Oh yeah. I didn't do anything. Yes, sir. Now see here. Proceedings are wrong by Oh yeah, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. Oh my gosh, she just fucking whips everyone.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Whip me, mommy.
You just accepted a pardon. By definition, that means you committed the crime.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed the person, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Okay. So this is a costume. There certainly is evidence of backspray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this as evidence. Maya's costume added to the court record. I love to call it a costume. All right, Mr. Rat. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood spatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
Yes, it is. Ha! What is wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer.
You're giving more of a French accent.
Yeah, by accident. That's okay. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Right. Like Weiss?
Yeah.
Right?
Weiss.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Sorry, pal, but there's even more piece of good evidence. This costume the defendant wearing at the time. Let me just double check the stuff that he's given us. Man, we're already to page 2. I can't present anything. I can't observe them because I don't have, what was her name again?
Emma,
yeah. The forensics officers. Let's press this shit. Maya's costume. Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? That's just a lot. As you can see, it's covered in blood. Sure. There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood.
Rabble.
Court. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... Ooh?
Objection! If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let us move on.
I'm trying to think what the L sound. Let's move on.
Move.
The extended O's.
Yeah.
Too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on. Yes, Mr. Von Karma is perfectly correct. Not even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew, what should I do? Press the fuck further. If she doesn't want me to go that deep, I'm just gonna push that deep. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up a resistance? There must be a reason why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. I agree. Oh, there's a bullet hole in her sleeve. There must be something about this costume.
Yeah.
I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. And they even clever. Looks like my time is up. So about the costume, there is something wrong. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Oh, she's getting fidgety. Where's this problem you are talking about? I've come this far, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Oh, damn, it's a little
Put your finger through the hole.
I'm gonna poke it right there. Present! I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Sorry. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that this is a bullet hole. Rabble. Courtroom stuff. Courtroom chats. Order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Cool. I can check it too now. Nice.
Yeah.
Maya's costume updated. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
You don't have to put in Z's. Z's are French, because they don't have the TH sound, per se.
Is it?
It's that
Oh, that's
tiny hole.
that's
That
what it
hole
is.
doesn't change a thing.
That.
And the strength of the evidence still holds.
It's the
double O's, the O's. That tiny hole.
Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more.
Objection! How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find more definitive problem with the evidence, then no way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was he wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder change drastically. We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. What about that Von Karma? She thinks she can hide the verdict with his testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow. Then I'll have her. So that's probably what it is. Let me just press this link to the bottom. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? Calm now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. All right, just please stop glaring at me. Oh, Phoenix has got some stones. He's just like, I'm not giving up on this costume. Okay, so we should have evidence to provide that he did fight back. He did just a bullet hole, stab in the chest. Well, that's true. There's fingerprints on the pistol. Right?
Maybe he pulled it on her first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just pop out the coward save real quick. Let me pop this totally non-coward save. Yeah, let's present the pistol.
Nope.
Was it the knife? Stabbed in the chest and shot. Old steel key, green jewel. folding screen, 8 inches off the ground, small. Well, that makes sense. This would be it. This is the evidence.
Because it's pointing that way.
Yeah, if it's pointing the wrong direction.
Mm.
No, that's not it either.
No. Okay.
Maybe you didn't press everything? Oh, so I had to reiterate about this piece of evidence.
Okay.
Sorry, pal. I must have thought it was a tear in the seam. Missing the hole is not what I'm asking you about. I'm asking you about the hole itself.
Mm.
The smell of gunpowder clearly gives that away. It is a bullet hole.
As if little things like that matter.
They do.
A bullet hole in the sleeve, the blood spatter all over the costume. Neither of these things can change the fact that the defendant killed the victim.
I know there's something more to this costume.
Come now, detective. You're wasting precious time.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we presented, what did we present? We presented the gun, and we presented the gun and the costume? No, the gun, no, we presented...
And the screen, so
I think
maybe it is
I
the
think it's
costume.
Yeah, it's a costume. So
Then
we
why
just
would
have to
she
reiterate.
have a bullet hole in her...
Sleeve if
sleeve
there
if
was no retaliation.
yeah.
Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed, quote, a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is a bullet hole what may I ask, is a bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means not to fight back? You're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. All right, the wind seems to be shifting.
Ha!
What was with that "Are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that Vaefe was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified defense plea.
That is correct.
But I am sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ah! I'll let you. Well, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so? Ah! Ah!
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh, God.
You're so whipped. Literally.
He is literally whipped.
Literally and
Oh, my
figuratively
God.
whipped.
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun, and the victim took a shot. But because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easy. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Press everything.
There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you could get away with such a flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not?
Like mein Gott, not.
When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
Yeah, I don't believe it. She even studied it up on the Korean channeling.
Is that a girl or a curvy-ass guy? That is a girl.
That is a girl. She is a von Kama.
She is a Franziska von Kama. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. He's like, he has no idea what the Korean channeling technique is. He just assumes that they're right. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength. I think nice. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about it, the blood loss, he probably was hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times that dizziness. Ah! Sorry.
Oh.
So we're fighting the victim. Gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day. She's the fuck off? Oh no. She will not fuck off.
She will fuck you up.
She will fuck on. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Well, that's suspicious.
Yeah.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? Maybe. So that means he knew someone was trying to hurt him. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. So you're saying the bullet hole in the costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Not the black market.
The black market. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Oop. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and entered. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Everyone like, yeah. Even me? I wonder.
Now, do you understand? Von Kama's logic is perfect.
This testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's got to be a contradiction in there somewhere, and uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay, stabbed in the chest. Is there a profile that we can present?
Perhaps.
Oh my god, so many people. Murdered during a channeling. Maybe not. Use the last of her strength to fight back. Stabbed in the chest and shot at point blank. Bullet hole. While the two were fighting, he took out his gun. The victim took a shot because they were too close and missed. Did he? So you're saying the bullet hole in his costume was made by them? Sorry. Two of them already were fighting when the shot was fired. I'm really glad you weren't hurt.
I think there was something right before that there was something about this gun.
But this is the one where he... I wonder what... Yeah, this is confusing. It's a very tough first case.
let's take a look at the evidence again.
Parents died of malpractice.
Diagram.
Died while falling asleep at the wheel. 8 inches off the ground. Old keys in my grip. Stabbed in the chest and shot at point blank.
Hey, can you take a look at the other map? Okay, never mind.
Shot 2 fires and grazed Maya's face. Murder weapon, a small fruit knife belonging to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. Chin rubbies.
Chin rubbies.
What are we missing here?
It's too early to bring Mimi into this.
Let's double check our profiles. Malpractice, he's a doctor. Defending the client was suspected. Top-notch lawyer, mentor, friend forever. Aw. BFFs, detective. Maya's cousin, child prodigy. Man branch, paraphysical. Older sister, Dr. Gray's clinic. I am stumped. I actually don't know what to press to. Let's go press everything again and see what happens.
Sure. Height difference.
I had body strength, and then this is like.
Yeah, but then with the channeling.
Yeah, the Korean channeling to support that. Perfect. I'm perfect. Perfect. Lasted the strength to fight back. Well, the two were
We
fighting.
might as well check the other one. Yeah, just press everything again.
He was stabbed, but then the stab wound didn't kill him.
Someone confiscate her whip.
Yeah, but if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was?
10 times as worse. Hold her in contempt of court.
You know that ain't gonna happen. Maybe something like that?
It's so suspicious.
But why did he bring a gun? He was taking precautions against something? Took a shot. Missed. What's wrong with the gun? 2 shots, man. Okay, whatever. I just find it really weird that he has a knife in his chest and is trying to fight back. That seems so weird. How could he miss at that much range? Maybe that's it.
Maybe?
So you're saying the bullet hole in his costume was made then? Sorry, the two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Already fighting.
Good, you were hurt. See, that's suspicious.
Yeah.
But what good? Maybe the diagram? You're right.
But what is there to show on that? There's...
It's like, how could he have missed? It's not a very big room. If it's 2 tatami mats wide.
What is this? Just ice for all.
Just ice for all, yeah. For Phoenix, right, just ice for all.
I'm gonna look this up.
but win during the channeling. That's really weird. Victim uses lots of his strength to fight back. This is rather confusing. I'm not sure what's going on. I feel like that's the one. Too close. Like, why is that? To be fair, some of the answers here are dumb. It's like, why does that have to do with anything? Come on. So you were saying that the bullet hole in this costume is made
On the. Yeah, so it is the
floor plans, right?
No, it's the too close. And you want to present the costume, because if they were too close, then there should be, if they were point blank, there should be powder burns on it, is what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just, it smells of.
Yeah.
But because I need to see the reasoning. Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. But if that were true, there would be gunpowder burns on the wouldn't there be gunpowder burn on this costume? Okay. Like, it's not obvious gunpowder. I didn't know how detailed they were gonna be.
Yeah.
Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think that you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking that anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disapprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
I think it is
That's.
Yeah.
Like a Schwartz. Was it a Schwartz? Not Schwartz. What's it called? We'll figure it out. As if that was even possible. According to this testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. We got her.
Well then. That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. Doctor. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
The TH is a D. And then while he was preparing to strike again, the doctor. You're right. Is it Herr Doctor? Herr Doctor took his shot. I think is it Herr? What is like the particle in German? Herr? Whatever. There. Choice.
Replacing TH with a Z. Yeah.
Herr Doctor.
There. That should satisfy even you.
I'm never satisfied, baby. Never satisfied till I get justice. Just ice for all. That does make a lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Rat? Must be careful. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense?
Something doesn't make sense.
Of course not. It's only a hole. There's a fatal flaw in our argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Ah!
Very interesting. I would love to see this. To see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
I will totally do it after I pop this unrelated save. Why would you whip the judge? Because she can. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Is it this? I'm harsh snoring on the couch right now. Probably bedtime. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Floor plan maybe? It's just not enough room. Like where? Thanks, buds. Murder weapon.
It would be the folding screen.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
Because.
Happy birthday, you nerd.
Yeah, you know it. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen.
Yeah.
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Oh, well, what? Mr. Rat, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low on the ground. Hold up.
Yeah, because if she was coming, you'd be shooting up.
You'd be shooting higher. Right?
Or at least...
Or is it an angle down? So it hit the floor, if anything.
Yeah.
Or it hit like the back at a weird angle, but it's too low at an angle that's really weird.
Well, you can't say angle, but it's low.
This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. I mean, like, if it went shot through her sleeve, right, it would have gone straight to the back. But it was down here, which means this is like a lower angle.
Georgie's all curled up and sleeping.
Sorry, I pet my cat. Anyway,
No, you're not sorry. Never apologize for petting the cat.
the victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit the folding screen. It hit at his location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area.
Right in between.
It would be right here, right?
Would be right in between. Yeah.
That should probably do it. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. The judge's face is scrunched like he smelled some serious bad breath. Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Sure. In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Right. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch. And of course, whoops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. Okay, so it went through her left sleeve, right?
So maybe closer to the screen?
Yeah, so she backed up in fear?
Maybe.
So the victim was there. He shot with his right hand. So she should be somewhere around here. Yeah,
I guess so.
that's where I put it up last time.
I guess that we just have to be closer to the screen is what I mean. There we go.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, god damn it.
This is annoying as fuck. I am like literally gonna fail this because I can't fucking pinpoint where he got shot.
You want literally in place or literally in front of the screen? Do it.
Oh, there you go.
Literally in front of the screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that?
Oh, she's getting real hefty.
Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
Right, the burn hole. That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there'd be gunpowder burns present. However, There is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You!
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
Changes everything.
Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming but killed by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what the defendant was doing at the time? Squatting all the way at the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
Oh.
Oof! Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be... Fuck. Fact. Blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you have been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Uh-oh. Ugh. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
No, don't hurt him. Don't hurt Gumshoe. Huh? How's it all my fault?
You can start by repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think that it is time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Do it. I wish you could afford to take a kitty. I know.
I know.
But they bring such love and joy.
They bring such joy.
Georgie,
Georgie, do you love me? Meow, 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 meow. Every day you let's eat your kibble. Meow, 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 meow.
sorry, I'm petting my cat.
Well, it is 11.
No.
Do you want to keep going or?
How long is this case?
Trial part 2, and then court is adjourned for the day.
We can probably go through the last
Yeah,
part
okay,
of
we
court.
can do trial part 2.
Ooh, that was a close one.
I know you were trying to give it our all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you are wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Thanks. Wait, tricks?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
And by the way, is the next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Oh, I guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts are gonna come after you and haunt you.
Oh, that's great.
Your sister? Are you talking about Miss Mia?
Yeah, do you remember her, Pearlie? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's adorable. Someone protect her forever.
Georgie, do you love me, or just you need me for the kibble that we hide in the kitchen?
Because you want some. Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... Ah!
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling.
The channeling? The channeling.
Protect her at all costs. Yeah. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing?
Just fine.
James, I thought you went to bed. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice now, did I?
She whipped you.
Yeah. Ow! Name, occupation. I declare what incarnation. Hey, Judge, is this here some violence against my fair self?
That's fine.
That's fine. That ain't fun. That's a whip. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolish fools.
Someone finally called it out.
Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gone to say my name and job yet.
Oof.
The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
Hello, the loved RVGC. What was she, friendo? Now then, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Here comes the witness's testimony. All right.
All right.
Give me the chocolate.
Only the doc and defendant were in the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant, waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in that room. Excuse me, waving a pistol.
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course.
Excuse me?
Reckon course. It's short for ya reckon. Of course I did. Don't know whether you should love her or hate her. She grows on you.
She grows.
Or,
She's got range, okay? She's got range.
Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court.
She really does accelerate the court proceedings. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture?
Let's see here. This here's the picture. Now, let me
Ooh.
show you that enlargement.
She's holding a... Whoa,
Wow.
her back is towards us.
Yeah.
Huh. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Nice.
Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Bitch. Bitch. Come. Press the shit out of her. Let's do it. Was it really only the two that went in?
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that question yourself? Was it really just the two of them?
Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testify against its own client.
That enlargement. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into that channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we heard this gunshot.
Was it really a gunshot?
Oh, come on! Are you insane? You must have heard that as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot?
Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world just becomes a little crueler. A little crueler.
I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know, and I tell you that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Mr. Laura there broke down the door and we rushed into the room.
So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down?
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright,
I will push!
why don't you tell us what happened then?
Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like why does this feel like an inquisition?
A German Inquisition. No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man.
Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to have seen. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign.
And what did you see once you broke in? Inside was a dead victim and a defendant waving a pistol around.
Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey?
Sure, I'm sure.
Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony.
Press her harder.
Lotta, please think back to that day one more time.
What you getting at?
Remember what you said when we broke into the room?
I was murdered.
Lotta, at a time like this?
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya?
When you saw the murder at the time, you couldn't even tell if that was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, you see...
Rabble, 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 rabble. Order, Miss Hart. Are you here to present you are here to present accurate testimony.
Sorry.
Good. This shifts things back to my side.
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we have come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Or is it?
Exactly.
Rats. And I'm trapped like one. Again.
I feel like you should pity save at some point. You're losing a lot of points.
Are you absolutely certain of that?
Sure am. But that old witch chased us out of the room, so...
Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey?
You bet. But there's no one else in there, and you know it.
The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen?
Yeah, behind the folding screen.
What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there?
Wreck given.
Huh? What in the...
Wreck given, you know. You reckon that's a given. Took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anybody was hanging out behind the folding screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart.
Well, what? You got a problem?
Wreck given. I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as wreck out!
Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you?
I totally do. After I do this non-sequiturs. Save here. Let's double check the court really quick. So there's a whole... There's a guide map. The channeling chamber is there. What?
I'm very glad that we're continuing this tonight.
There's a problem with the testimony, don't you? Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough! It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I gonna do? If I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm gonna have to judge against me. Is there anything I can present that could prove that it's not Maya in that photo?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
I don't have anything yet. Well, Mr. Wright, nothing, Your Honor.
Well, that's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey.
I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right evidence. I don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I can do? I think it is quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you. Totally, 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. Wait for it.
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
Mia? Oh shit!
I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say?
Anybody watch Tenjo Tenge? It's a full-grown woman, like, who compacts herself into a small child, and then when she turns into a full-grown woman to fight, her clothes don't change, because obviously they wouldn't. And so it's basically it. How old is she?
9.
No, I meant how old is Mia? Like
25.
Like a 25, 20-ish-year-old.
28.
Being stuffed into a 9-year-old clothes. So you're just like... like... But pearls! She even points it out. Yeah, her clothes are a bit small.
Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go.
But how? She's already taken away every advantage.
The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday?
Dr. Gray!
I was murdered.
What? Ah, the second photo. Lord, at a time like this.
Sounds like this is a perfect time for snapping up shots.
Shots.
Shot.
You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle.
Yeah?
Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Is that Pearl that Mia's taken over? Yes, because if you remember, Pearl has
Superb channeling.
Equal to, or if not superior
Greater
channeling power to Maya.
Yeah.
And then yeah, she's literally what the fuck are you skipping so fast? What?
Huh?
Like going fast as in like chatting? Has a chance to speak. Well, I don't know, because it's my stream. I like to talk. If you want to see Joyce, Tuesday. Now then, this court would... Oh, sorry. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request the witness testify one more time. Overruled. Uh-oh. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, and ow!
It is fine. I'll allow another testimony.
Oh, Von Karma, why would you
Von
do that?
Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. And what better times than this for you to see that?
But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. And all right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about?
Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber.
Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right?
Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Part 2.
When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot.
That's where the inconsistency is.
And where's the other shot?
Where's the other shot? Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections.
A struggle all you like, as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am waiting. I wonder if you could just skip to that last one then.
Yeah, I might as well. 2, right?
2 what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's the other picture that you've been withholding?
No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it.
Oof. What? Von Karma! Karma. Miss Von Karma, you've been hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this? You're as bad as your father.
Confront.
I'm not gonna leave it to the judge. He's gonna fall apart as soon as that whip lands.
Yeah.
Your Honor, the defense asks the prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, ow!
Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious.
But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair.
Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child?
I was so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus I felt no need to submit it. That is all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it looks just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit it as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it.
Photo 2. Let's see what happens here.
Ah!
Why is there no blood? What's this? What is this picture?
It is obviously the second picture of the witness took that day of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is that the person in this picture is most definitely not Maya Fey. That's true, but that could also be explained by the channeling. By the grain channeling, but we're not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Let's not say anything about that. This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist the person in this picture is not Maya? It is not. It's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. Not just her face, but her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow the other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Snuck in.
Order! Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it.
Mia, we did it.
You're too soft.
Huh?
You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix.
You're more flaccid than an old man. Like, okay, that's enough. Well, I get it.
Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face.
She's smiling?
I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Wright.
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture.
Who the?
This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor's room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant Maya Fey during his visit.
Oh shit, Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
Oh shit. It's unbelievable that she can.
Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she is calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may.
Mia?
Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal.
Oof.
Surely you must know that picture that can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal.
but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place.
You bitch. What is she?
From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind.
Oh, what a bitch. Oh, fuck. I don't even have a single witty line. She literally was just like, now that I've shown it,
You can't take
I
it
can't
out.
take it away, so whoops. Whatever.
Uh-huh.
All I had to do was convince the judge, and now the judge can't, like, not think about it. Oh my goodness.
It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is defending my faith? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove this picture?
I can.
I can't actually.
Where's the bullet hole?
Yep. Your Honor. Oh, the fire's returned to your eyes, I see. This picture? Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up till now. Contradiction.
So, you think we've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep.
It's in. Why don't you point? Oh,
Yes. Why don't you point out the contradiction?
the sleeve, right?
Yeah, the sleeve.
The sleeve.
Yes.
Present. Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve. But there isn't anything odd about it.
Exactly.
And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing.
Should be there.
Oh, she saw it. Good. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then there should be one in this picture as well.
Rubble, rubble, rubble.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. All right, this should be some major damage to our argument.
Don't celebrate yet.
You like to bring down the mood, don't you?
Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face.
Ugh, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again.
Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct had missed a bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known this picture was of any value to this case.
So she's deflecting.
Yeah.
I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. She's a big Von Karma energy in that battle, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're a bunch of, they're drama's queens, I suppose.
But you can't prove that. Franziska Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming.
Not Gumshoe. The man is like literally like 2 penalties away from like dying, like being on the street. A pauper detective.
I'm sure there will be great gnashing of his teeth at his next salary discussion.
Oh, poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo it would appear that right after the shooting there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Load all you've got into this one shot.
Got it. Watch this, Maya. Sorry. Your Honor, there's only one logical explanation
Why
for
is
this
Gumshoe
contradiction.
always the victim?
The shooter is someone. It has to be someone else, or the bullet was hold maybe.
Shooter was someone else.
Yeah. No, that's right. Because we want to prove that
Maya didn't
Maya
kill.
didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether.
What?
Grab it. Order. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah!
Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess.
A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us.
Hey, witness! Yeah! What in the heck? Is that any way to ask a girl a favor? Be quiet, you. You are the one who said it was only one. It was only the two of them when you entered the room.
You're so late. Yeah, it's true. We're almost at the end of this particular day.
Oh, well, you know.
This particular day.
If you are lying, I swear that my will will be the last thing you see. But look, Six, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Ah! I'll swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from?
Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person defends the picture is not the defend, I'm gonna
Do a pity...
non sequitur say for no reason. If the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix.
I can't believe that even
You can't fail here, Phoenix Wright.
I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this?
Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now?
To turn things around?
Quite literally.
That's right. Mia would have always turned things around and changed her perspective.
Phoenix?
So where did the intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? We need to look at the situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... Where did you go? Come now, Joe. I was married a long time ago. Mr. Wright, where did you go? Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Not entered. Maya had left.
A third person had entered.
Before we broke in?
Like before the channel even started.
There was a person waiting in that room. That's
Yeah.
true. And then we got snapped at when we were looking at the screen, didn't we?
We got ushered out right away.
Yes, true.
We weren't even looking at anything. We got ushered out.
Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. Oh, we don't. Do we? The folders?
Maybe the
floor plan?
maybe.
Oh, actually, the old steel key.
Oh yeah. Because there's one key.
And so that key was not present in the room when we were there.
Oh no. Sorry.
Shuts down.
I think it's the floor plans. Like, can't you say that there was someone there?
But then...
No.
Okay, I'm almost done here. Oh fuck. Because I need the evidence that proves that someone was there or not there. Oh, this is a real brain teaser. So what we're trying to prove here is that a third person had entered the room, right?
Actually, no.
That's not it, because no one entered the room. What if we broke in, the third person was already in the room?
Yeah.
And what if Maya had left that room somehow?
Guess so.
So I have to prove either one of those. So Maya would have had to have left.
Left the room then?
Maya had to either have left the room or a third person entered. We can't prove someone had entered it because the key didn't work. However, we do have the fact that Maya had left the room.
Because we have the key. She went in with the key.
Yeah. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point. The defense can prove this.
Oh? How a foolish fool can make a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked at after her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than a detective's salary.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Proof that the murderer until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. Yeah, that's it. Miss Hart, do you remember this key?
Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that.
The defendant had locked the door?
Yeah, that's why we all couldn't open the door. That key's the only one of its kind, after all.
Oh, one of a kind, you say? Uh-oh.
Wait, Mr. Phoenix right.
Yes, it looks like she's catching on.
I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession?
Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Stop bullying my boy, don't you? Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest.
Ah, well, ain't that a hit? So how come you're holding it?
I got this as a present from a certain little girl.
With the biggest bosoms and
And that little girl was nowhere near the cream of the
cream of the crime scene.
cream of the crime. Near the scene of the crime at the time.
That's preposterous!
This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you.
No!
Rabble, 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 rabble. Ooh, looks like
Oh,
It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma,
How can this be?
at this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case? How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case.
The cream of the crime of the time would be quite the book title.
And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Yes!
continue your whipping in the lobby. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sister? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
Yeah, it's not like anyone else there could have done it.
Nick? I know you're trying real hard and all, but I really don't ever remember leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room.
You've never lost because you don't follow the rules. She never broke any rules. She's only bent them. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance?
Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you.
I love that her hair is also a heart.
Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
Sure. All right, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets?
A ticket?
Poor thing. So sheltered. With all the characters. She's got a lot of characters on hand. Yeah, she's got 3 of them.
I know. Well, there's gonna be more.
Female casts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
shit,
there's more.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. That's the end of part 1 of episode 2.
2.
So
Just
we
Ice
will-
for all.
Just Phoenix Wright, Ace
I know,
Attorney, Just
Pearl is
Ice for all.
adorable.
Yes, we've got some new characters. We've got Pearl. We've got Maya coming back. A new prosecutor Von Karma. I know. You
Brendan.
can go back and watch it from the beginning. And then we'll be back here again next.
It's
Sunday.
always the same day at the same time. Well, usually always the same day. Always at the same time. Always 8:30.
So yeah, just remember to keep popping
Just,
in.
block your life around our streams.
Yeah, live around us. That's all we want from you. No, but yeah, tomorrow is Team Stream Day, so feel free to come by for that. Of course. There's going to be Tales in Symphonia, I believe, and yeah, after that it's Monday. Then we'll talk about what we're going to do for the rest of the week.
Oh, you fell asleep. That's okay.
Fine,
That's
buddy.
okay.
That's why we stream these and we put them on we put them on kind of like an archive on YouTube. So if you care to watch, if you want to watch those, feel free. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else that we need to talk about? No. Watch Spider-Man. Watch Spider-Man.
Far From Home. It was good.
It was very good. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who are new here and watching us in the future, remember to like and subscribe us on Twitch. We also have YouTube where we archive most of our streams. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can find us all on that. If you ever want us to want to hear about what we're going to go online or what we're going to stream, or if we have any polls or interesting stuff. For those of you who are subscribers, we are kind of going through the process of getting you subscription buttons or subscription badges, especially for some of you who are going on for 1 year now. I know Deadard is 1 year in?
I think so.
He's got his 1 year, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the rest of you have at least 3 to 4 months, pretty long term. And remember,
It's like Alcohol Anonymous badges.
Yeah,
but,
no.
for streamers.
Little coins I'm addicted, but I really don't have
It's my 3-month coin.
Yeah, and remember if you liked what you see here and you want to share the love, remember to share us out to your friends and stuff. Come on down. We'd love to have more people.
Bring in more people.
Yeah, because it's summer.
Shenanigans. We are always here for shenanigans.
Shenaniganery will ensue. But yeah, without further ado, thank you all for coming out here and joining us for this stream, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yay.
Bye.
Good night.